Good Monday morning. I've got water. I'm a mess, but 8:30-ish. Ooh, should have probably said 8:50. Hi, hello, how are you? Amanda, Saint Artist. I'm gonna zoom out just a little, just in case. A little. Okay, we're gonna do our makeup. And it's a busy day. It's been a busy weekend because, you know, Mother's Day. Is my necklace backwards? No. Okay. I'm going to do the makeup. I don't really know. I'm going to do what I did for my makeup yesterday because it's simple, it's nice, it's easy. Yeah. And while I wait for people to pop on, I'm going to just unload a palette of makeup quickly. Quickly. That's a hard word to say fast. All right. I've been just trying to be easy breezy simple, but I'm gonna start my makeup, do my eyes first like I always like to do, and brows last, lips last, you know the things. If you have questions, please ask, and if there's things you want swatched or seen, please ask. Application ways, ask, stuff to cover, ask, like let's talk. I'm here for it. If you want to try Saint Makeup, cream base 3D foundation, color match. There is a link in the description to shop products that I'm using to get color matched. We're gonna do that. Maybe I should use Una again, the shade of the month. It's so pretty. Oh, let's swatch Una with some colors while people pop on. I get this a lot because Una is this purple color. We have some similar colors. So here is May's shade of the month. It's a scary purple color and it is so pretty, especially for hazel eyes and brown eyes, which I have dark brown eyes, and sometimes using purples almost makes them more of a ambery brown with a little bit of green. So we're going to swatch this next to As If because that's a color that people want to see it next to. As If is a lot darker. I'm also going to swatch it with Kin. So here's As If, which is quite dark of a purple. This is As If, so it's much darker next to it. So that's As If. Okay, if you are a fan of purple, As If is really pretty. I love it as an eyeliner for something fun. And then this is Kin, which is another shade of purple, but it's just more of a mauve-y color. So Una is just, it's so nice because you can put it on top of things and it kind of changes its tone a little bit, but it's not quite as deep. It's so pretty. I love it. So let's take that all off. And we're gonna get started with our makeup. All right, I'm gonna prime my eyes. I've done my skincare. I'm loving the skincare. I did my skincare and then I did my hair, so it gives it time to soak in. I run oily and my skincare, which again, I haven't shared and I haven't done an update in a while because I don't have a mic and the sound is bugging me. But I'm really liking the skincare. I'm not seeing the changes I was hoping to see because that was the primary reason for trying it. But I also think with my discoloration and my stuff, it's gonna take a while, but I do love the way my skin feels with this skincare. So my skincare is for mature skin and oily skin. I don't think I'm sensitive to breakouts, but if it's bad, I'll break out. But my skin's never reacted this way to a skincare. I'm going to be sharing what it is in about 3 weeks. All right, good morning, Shannon. But I like it to soak in. I notice it even with the oil control that the skincare has. If I do my makeup too close to it, my skin just looks greasy and it doesn't stay as well. So let your skincare, always dry or oily, soak in for a good 20 minutes. So do that. All right, I am using a primer called Shadow Sense. It's by Syngents, and there is a link in the description for it. This is the color Candlelight. So I believe that this is an eyeshadow, but it works as a really great primer. And then I just grab a brush. This is BK Beauty 203. I like it for spreading it out. I'm gonna put that in. Good morning. Did you have a good, yes. I will be doing things differently when my kids are older. I'm gonna have a window where they can celebrate. It's kind of like Christmas, you know? I always change, like I came up with a plan this last Christmas because I'm not a fan. I think it's a greedy it turns into a greedy holiday where people set expectations on what they think somebody should be doing for them. That's why I like Thanksgiving. But it was nice. My kids drew me a picture. I got up. I went. My girlfriend was in town, and you know, we're in our 40s. We don't come from the eras of selfies and pictures. We get caught up talking and having fun, and we have not stood and taken a picture together. We've been best friends for over 30 years since the day we met. We haven't sat down and taken a picture of her in 20 years. It's wild. Wild. Like, she doesn't live here. It's been 7 years since I saw her. She's one of those friends, those friends that you don't see and talk to all the time, but when you get together, it's just magic. And it's just that soul-filling, fed the soul. Anyways, I messaged her and I went over and I took pictures with her. I was like, let's do some old school prom style pictures, because we also don't know how to take pictures together anymore. And so I went over to her house and saw her mom on Mother's Day, because if I wasn't home, I was at her house. I was always with her family. And we took pictures finally for the first time in 20 years. And it was so good. Anyway, so yes, I had a good Mother's Day. Hung out with my mom, my grandma, went to my mother-in-law's, made sure everybody got their food. I planned everything in my family. Everything. I made the arrangements for what we did at my mom's. I got Lego flowers. If you have kids that love Legos, Lego has so many Lego floral arrangements. Our kids, my nephew and my daughter, sat at the dining room table. I bought an orchid Lego set that my nephew put together. And then I got, Lego has roses, and you get 2 in a box. And they're not crazy expensive. And I bought 5 boxes. And the kids sat there for hours, just chatting with each other, watching a movie, and doing Legos. It was such a great idea because I always buy flowers and then they make arrangements, but this was their love language right now. So it was perfect. So I think that's what I'm going to do until they don't do it. Anyways, let's do our makeup. All right. I'm going to prep my lid with Stay Golden. This is the color I'm prepping with all month because it is Foster Care Awareness Month. And Stay Golden is a foster care color that's so pretty. I think I'm going to use Mihawk because it's another foster. We're going to play with colors. But when I don't get paid anything off of this, 100% of the proceeds for Stay Golden go to families of foster care. I've been using this as my lid prep instead of Cupcake or Paris or Mama. And it's just a nice neutral color. See? And I use this because I think my shadows blend better on top of a powder. So we Bob Ross our lids. All right. So Stay Golden, really pretty neutral color. I don't think using a primer makes my eyeshadows pop more, but I also think if I had a lighter one, maybe. All right. Let's go in. I'm going to do kind of the sunset eye look, and then I'm going to go into Cocoa. I shared Philly the other day, but it's out of stock, and we don't know when it's coming back in stock. But there is one that's kind of a dupe that I'm hoping will come out soon. This is one of the Advent colors, so it will be a shade of the month, and it's Spell. Let's see if it's close, because it's such a pretty warm brown. And then here's Philly. So I think that's a pretty decent dupe. And here's Cocoa. Oops, let's grab some more Cocoa. That one looks like it needs. So it's pretty close to actually Cocoa. So when Spell comes out, I would totally recommend that if Philly's not back in stock by then. It'll probably be fall because it's brown. I don't know. All right, so we're going to go in. I'm going to put my little brush back, and we're going to go into I've been using a smudge brush lately. I'm using the smaller end for dark and the bigger end for light. I'm going to go into Drift, and we're going to put this right here. Right here. Just putting that under the brow like I always do. And then we're going to go into Leo or Havana. Let's do Havana. I've been having fun with Havana. I'm going to get a small mirror somewhere. So Mother's Day was good. I'm just a sucker for planning. So we're going into Havana. It's this nice light orange color. Very pretty. Saints eyeshadows have such a great amount of quantity in their tins. Like, they don't skimp, which is nice because you can go and see those big circle ones, but they're thin and they break pretty easy. Saints eyeshadows have much more quantity in their tins, and they last because they're just a pretty pigment. So I'm going to take Havana, which I think is almost like a more summer color to Leo. And I'm just putting this up here on my brow bone above the crease. Okay. You now want to bite. When Spell comes out, Hope, you definitely want to grab it. Like, If Philly's, I think if you have, Philly's my favorite brown. It's a bit warmer than cocoa, and I think Spell is a great dupe. Maybe I'll use Spell today. That way when it comes in stock, I'll be like, remember? Remember? So we're taking that Havana color, and we're gonna put that up here. And this just, I always want some Bubba or Havana or Leo. Zion can be really pretty in the fall. Holly, Butterscotch. What's this one? Yeah, that's Butterscotch. What's this one? This is a weird one. I don't use it very much. Oh, Tangerine. Tangerine. Tangerine is like the spring version of Butterscotch. Whatever, we don't need to hear about it. Okay, so we're taking Havana. Havana I love for summer. And then we're gonna go in, I'm gonna use a different brush because I don't wanna mess, I'm just, whatever. No, I'm gonna stay with this one. I'm gonna stay on the big end, and I'm gonna go into Mija. Mija is pink. And it is also a foundation color. So if you get Mija and Stay Golden, 100% goes to families of foster care. Grab them, there they are. I should make a quick shop link of all foundation products this month because we do have the beach towel, and it's so soft and plush, but it has a checkerboard, and you get silver and gold checker pieces, and they come in a bag, which is also very nice. And your kids can play checkers, and proceeds go to families of foster care. I say get it. You can get it in a collection with, you'll definitely try, yes. You own Philly. Oh, good, because I keep using Philly and people don't have it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to make a quick shopping link. All right, so Mija. It's pink, it's pretty, and then you put that right at the bottom of that Havana color, and it just makes this really pretty sunset eye. Really pretty sunset eye. Love it. See that? It's just little. I really like it with Leo too, but this is probably one of everybody's favorites. Every time I share it, every time I do somebody's makeup, this is what I do on their eyes. All right, so we're popping that over, and I just keep that at the base. It's not super loud and crazy. There we go, found one. I just keep these laying around everywhere. Wipe off the excess. All right, so there they are together. It's just very, very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go into Spell. We'll use Spell instead of Philly. And I'm gonna use the short round end. And I'm gonna go into Spell. It's yummy. It's pretty. We're gonna build up quite a bit, putting that on. And I always just stamp right there, inside of that inner corner. And then I'm just going to build it in, pressing onto that lash line nice and thick, and then I'm always pushing up and on. I'm just going to cover the lid really. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to go down here. This is why I like doing my eyeshadow first. If I'm using a big brush like this, I can just go all over, and then we can clean it up. Super pretty. So pretty. And once your makeup's on, Middle of the Ocean Enchanted oh, a cruise. Do they have free soft serve? I love free soft serve. We did one cruise once. Fun, middle of the ocean. You're paying $1.50 or 12 for internet. All right, so going on that inner lid. Hopefully you brought cold medicine because it's like Gucci cold medicine on a cruise ship. It's so expensive. All right. All right, so we're just pushing that on. I like filling my lid with brown lately. I honestly think it's the way for if you have mature lids or maturing lids. I've been really enjoying it because your lids change shape. You bring the medication. Yeah, but I've just noticed that it's really hard to keep up with the shape of my lids and the movement the older I'm getting. And so this last year, I've just been really loving putting it as much all over the lid as I can. And I've been really liking it. Okay, I'm gonna go into Una. That's scary, my poor fingers. We're going into Una, and I'm just gonna tap this on the lid, the lower part of the lid. It's so pretty. It's not super crazy. It's not super dark. So if you use something like Kin or As If, it would really deepen and darken the eyes. This one is light and it has really pretty flecks in it that lighten the lid. And then once the makeup's on, this will all come together really pretty. Really pretty. All right, so I'm just taking Una and going right over that Spell or Cocoa or Philly color, whatever one you want to use. I really don't feel like you need, as much as you say you have Philly and you want to get Spell, if you have Philly, you have Spell. I'm not going to tell you not to. I always want people to buy makeup, but anyway. All right, we're going to go back into Drift. And I am going to, again, I'm going to use my little finger. We're going to rub into Drift. I got to go get my nails done. And I'm just going to go into that inner corner and pull it over. I don't like dark on my inner corner. I don't. Somebody, was it you, Desiree, said that I don't give a heads up on my lives. I did it today. I made a point to do it today. I think it was you. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Let's do our eyeliner. All right. I've been using this and I've been talking about this a lot. I don't dislike it. I just don't love it. I prefer Tattoo Studio. I need to buy one today. I'm going to Ulta today. I got to get shampoo. I got to get body wash. I got to go get stuff. So I'm going to get this. This is skinny. It wasn't you. Oh, darn it. So this is super skinny, but every time I use it and do my waterline, it takes a lot of product. So it picks up really easily. And so it makes it a little darker. This lasts longer. I don't know if it's because there's more. Wow. Let's try to read. I'm going to get on some readers because I want to see. Let's check this. Sugar. Okay. Quantity. Quantity is 0.0035 ounces on Skinny. These look like Dad's glasses, don't they? Oh, I can't read because it's all rubbed off. It's so small. Wait. Is it ounces over here? Yes. Okay, 100 milligrams. Oh yeah, this one's 280 milligrams. So get Tattoo Studio, okay? Get Tattoo Studio. You'll get more bang for your buck. That one's empty. And I just put it back in the drawer. I've been having so much fun with that hairbrush. Look at these curls. Look at how shiny and defined they are. Tell me, did you get, and who got the brush? Did anybody buy the brush? I haven't seen. Okay, this makeup survived major sweating the first day. Yay. Did you get resetting powder? Humid weather as well. Ooh, a steam room. I tried a steam room once. I had a panic attack. All right. I think the last time I did a steam room was the day before the COVID shutdown. We did a red one. Yeah. All right. Going in, I'm just going to waterline. So this does have a lot less product. So yeah. All right. So just hitting the waterline. I'm going to get the, oh, I didn't go underneath over here. Where's the brush? Where's my brush? There it is. I didn't go underneath over here, did I? Doesn't look like it. All right. We're going to waterline down here because I can't quit my black eyeliner. I was just talking with my sister-in-laws about this. We've been working out. And twice a week. And I've been doing hip Pilates. And I started doing wall Pilates. Has anybody seen those ads for the wall Pilates 28-day challenge? I signed up for it, so I'll try to keep everybody posted on my Monday wake ups. Okay, you didn't get the SPF setting powder. Okay, you don't wear makeup at the pool. I do. Shocking, I'm sure. All right. All right, I'm gonna grab my liner. Do not get the one with the white tip. You won't use it. I'm mad about it. I don't know how I didn't notice. All right, I always do the inside and then the outside, not the middle. I think we talked about this last Monday. So inside, there. If I do liner that's not liquid, I will still put liquid on the inside because it'll just come off. I had somebody say their liner always transfers because of their hooded eyes, and I would say Stila, stay all day. This is waterproof, and it does stay all day, and it's small and liquid, so it won't transfer, and it dries quickly. So I've been popping off I've been doing my liner a little bit differently the last couple days. I saw a video. Let's see if you can even tell. Probably not, but you see the corner and then I come up just a little bit. That's what I've been doing. And then I just play with the top. Does that seem different? I don't know. It probably doesn't. It's one of those little things that I think I see. My friend used to make fun of me at work because I would come in almost every day and be like, I did my makeup different today. And they just made fun of me because I did it different every day. I just love makeup. Okay, sorry. It takes forever to do liner because they're just different. Okay, over. There we go. To try those wall. Okay, it is a monthly membership. Yes, and so the first month I'm on, I've been doing it for 4 days, and it was 15. It says it's $4.99. It's $15.99. I did Yoga Go. That's the one I'm doing is Yoga Go, and the first workout is an intro, so I thought it was shorter, 5 minutes. Like, who's getting a workout in 5 minutes? And the second day is 6, and then 7. So last night I did 8. And every day it adds a minute. So I'll let you know. I've been trying to get myself in shape. I'm going to tell you a real bad story about this weekend that happened to me. All right, let's prep our face. We're going to do our face. Oh, no, mascara. So it's every day, it's a little bit, but I like that because working out at home works for me. And I think a lot of women who work and are moms or wives or whatever you're doing, we're busy. We're busier than men. I said it. We're busier than men. We work all day and look like we don't do anything. It sucks because men are messy. But it works for me because when I'm off at a gym or doing something, all I'm doing is thinking about what I could be doing for the house or for the family or for whatever. Need that mom-wife guilt. I want to know what dad guilt feels like. Like, what's that like? Probably looks like a nap. But if I have to drive somewhere, that's a good 20 to 30 minutes of something else I could be doing. So this works because like yesterday, I was busy doing Mother's Day stuff, got caught up watching TV, and it was time for bed. And I was like, you know what? I'll be up in a minute because it's just an 8-minute workout. So I fit it in right before bed and it wasn't bad at all. And yeah, I don't feel like I'm getting a workout, but I know it's building up and then I'll just do another one next month. But I heard they double the price on the second month. That's what I heard. So pay attention to that too. But so far I'm liking it because it fits into my life and I like introducing a workout that isn't going to be a huge time sucker. So I like it for now, but I also hate working out. I hate it. I get very resentful because women also don't get the same support system men do, especially when it comes to parenting, because like my husband, if he wants to just go on a run after work, he just does. Like, what if I had something to do? They don't even ask. And it's probably because I've created this whole monster myself too, always just being available. And if he wants to go do a workout at home at lunch, he just does. I don't know. I just think it's not my season to just be fancy free, and it's not me time to me. You got it for free on YouTube? Why didn't anybody tell me? Dang it. What? Is it the same kind where it starts for 5 minutes and adds a minute? I love our talks. Okay, this is why I love my Mondays. Like, who knew? So this weekend, my girlfriend was in town. She lives in California. And, I forgot the stuff she made me. But she does jewelry design, and she made me a bunch of stuff. Rachel Fit Pilates. Does she have an accent? I swear I've done her Pilates. So I can't do a lot right now. So again, my friend's visiting. I went over to her parents' house, which is the house I was always in. I was there from 11 till 2:30 and had to go just because it was school pickup time. Otherwise, I would have been there all day. Okay, now we're going to do our face. And so I was like, let's do dinner. And it was so funny. I was like, what night do you want to do? Do you want to do tonight or tomorrow night? She said, tomorrow. And her dad goes, yeah, I think we can do tomorrow. And she's like, Dad, I think it's just going to be us. I love her parents. They were my parents. They were like my other one. No accent. Okay, not the same lady. There's another Pilates lady. She's really good. I'll have to find it. Free that I did. I like this one because it's a build-up, maybe. I don't know. I also hate working out, so 5 minutes sounds great. I want to just get those electric things and stick them all over my body. Just shock my muscles into shape. But, so it was beautiful here. It was like August weather where it gets actually hot, like 80, 85. And that's our summer heat, is in the 80s. Like, it's alarming. There's warnings if it gets into the 90s or higher here. So it was so nice, so beautiful, not a cloud in the sky. I was like, you know what? Let's not go out to eat. Come over to my house. She hadn't seen it yet. And let's do dinner at the house. My husband will barbecue some steaks. I'll make some corn. I'll do my favorite things: kale salad, sweet potatoes, corn on the cob, and steak. Great. So she came over, we hung out, and my husband and I have this saying: rosé all day. And I roséed all day. Not all day. She came over at like 4:30 and we started the rosé. And I haven't been drinking since Boston because I've been trying to lose some weight. And because I'm short, I'm 5'3" and a quarter. And I had put on some weight in Boston because we were like cannoli, Italian, donuts, like lots of junk food. Okay. And so I've been no soda, no drinking, no sweets, like controlling what I eat. Plus I was sick. So I've lost some of the weight, but because I've been drinking and that stuff hit me hard and I didn't even know it. So dinner got ready. We dished up our plates. I got the kids' food out. We brought the table out. I got it all nice. And then I went and got my plate. I got my wine. I got my plate. And we have a little landing outside of our front door and then some like 5 or 6 steps coming down to our deck. I apparently can't count and I don't have body memory after rosé all day. And I thought I was on the deck. No, I still had 2 more steps. Deck steps, mind you. I think those are bigger. And I walked. And I was up, and then I wasn't. I don't even remember the fall. Not because of blackout. I think it just happened that fast. And I didn't break my wine glass, and I didn't break my plate, but my dinner was all over. My husband said, I didn't break my plate because it landed on my steak. But I hurt myself. My knee is bashed bad because I landed right on the knee. And then I think my foot caught that next step and probably did something that I don't know, because my ankle and then all around my pinky toe, it's a big fat foot and ankle, and it was bad. And then my hip on my left side is also bruised. So I landed that way. I don't even know. It was bad. It was hard, and my husband from the inside heard it, and he was like, I hope that's not what I think it is. When we make fun of each other, we do it in a Southern accent too. But he just goes, Dare, what was that? And I just yelled, nothing, everything's fine. And all of us, the kids, Nicole, my friend, is just all piling the food back on the plate, hurry, let's go. And then he opens the door and I hear, Dare, what have you done? And he's like, come on, let's get you up. Nicole takes my plate and wine, and he just comes in and scoops under my arms and just sets me back on my feet. And I don't want anybody to know how hurt I actually am. So I just get to the table. They're both rubbing my back, like, are you okay? And I am embarrassed. And I don't even feel like I was that bad. Oh boy. So I'm under the table. There's a tablecloth, so they can't see my feet. I'm under there just trying to assess, rotating the foot, wiggling my toes. It hurts. I can put weight on it. I can really use the ball on my, I don't know. It might be, I don't know. I'm no doctor, but there might be a little fracture on that bone that goes to the baby toe, but it does move. These ones move better, but this one is more of like a wave, like that. I'm not going to the doctor. I'm not. I don't have time for that. And so we go inside, it gets cold. We're talking. Yes, I kept going. And it wasn't a lot. It was like 4, maybe 5 glasses. It was probably a lot. You guys probably don't want to hear this, but whatever. So we don't bounce any. No, there was no bounce. It was like, it was hard. It was a straight, whew. So we were sitting in our sitting room chatting, and I don't know what I had to get up to do. Use the ladies' room, who knows? And our living room is sunken by 2 steps. Like, we have a 2 steps down into our sitting room. And we're gonna do Frenchie today. And I tripped on the second stinking step again. I tripped going up. And halfway down, I was like, there's no recovery. Oh, that's not Frenchie, that was Balm. There was no recovering. I went down and just rolled on my back and laid there. And my husband turned around and he goes, "Dear, what is wrong with you?" And I just lay there and I go, "I don't know." I don't know. I stopped drinking at that point. My knee is the bad thing. Like, oh God, I don't know is all I can say. I just quit. I was like, you know what? I mean, apparently it was a very slow motion fall. And I felt that because I know thinking while I was tripping, I had a lot of thoughts. And I was like, forget it. Like halfway down, I was like, nope, forget it. And I just went down and just, That's who I am. It ain't worth it, yeah. Oh, it isn't. Oh, I need water. I didn't fall again. After that, I did have a very long drive from where I live to. I had to take my uncle home, and it was a 7-hour drive. It was a long day. It was a long day. At least I hurt my left ankle, because my right one is for driving. Okay, so we're gonna do... I just feel like my stuff is extra. Look all about it. So I've corrected with my Aspen and my Suede, and now I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna stay with the blend brush. I'm going into Hazel. Just grab your summer shade, and I just go one up. Where did I went to? I use Athens, and I went to Hazel to cover. And it's the same coverage. It's just replacing Hazel on the apples over my scarring. And this is going to give me coverage, but still it's not extra coverage. It's not more. Oh, bless my heart. I know. Somebody should have said that to me. Bless your heart. They should have done that after the first fall, and I bet I would have stopped drinking. But I never learned. Okay, so I have my stuff covered, and so we're just going to bump up my main Athens. I need to melt. We're just going to bump up. That is my laugh. But at my mother-in-law's last night, everything went even. I'm just bumping it up, blending them together. Everything got evened out when my sister-in-law fell backwards in a chair. and I'm that sister. I tried to catch her with one hand. I'm trying to zoom out, sorry. But I laughed at her. She laughed too. But she quit. I don't think she was drinking though. I don't know. It's one of those, it's a chair from the 80s, maybe 90s. And it's got the 4 wheels and the cushioned and the arms. And it swivels. And she was talking to her fiance, my brother-in-law, and she just goes, "What?" And just kept going. And sorry, I have a frog in my throat. And then my husband just goes, "What is happening?" Mother's Day, man. Just gravity was heavy for moms on Sunday is all. The weekend. It was a high mom gravity weekend. Anybody else fall? Maybe, please? And then I could say, there were more. I'm sure moms all over were falling. From their mommy mimosas, mom-mosas as I call them. All right, going in. I'm using the powder brush. I've been really loving this little foot. It looks like a foot. Looks like a foot your kids draw. And I'm gonna go into Stone. I've been using Stone and kind of bronzing. There I just go all around right here, down to the brow, into the temple, and then up. It's my bronzer. And I've been liking it for kind of almost like a lighter coverage. Just going down and around and then up. And then we grab that little bit of brightening, white peach, going boom and over. Hopefully you can find comedy in, I don't drink a lot. I think I talk more about drinking than actually drinking. And I was really meaning to spritzer that day. So it was supposed to be half wine, half water. We forgot the water. But hopefully you can find humor. Laugh at yourself. You gotta laugh at yourself. But oh man, that last fall. All right, going back into stone. Stone's been one of my favorites lately. It'll be back to cedar though for summer. But I'm just gonna go on top of my cheekbone and then down. And it's all of it. And then up that temple. And smile, and I'm bringing it all the way down. Because it's like the bronzer. And it's pretty. It's pretty, right? I mean, I think it's pretty. All right, so stone. I would say if you're sandy or lighter, if you're familiar with all of our colors, yeah. If you're hazel, I think it might have a hard time showing up. And so I'm just putting that all over the cheek. Bronzer, bronzer, bronzer. I'm going to switch to the detail for my nose because I can't do my nose with anything else. But I try to be funny. At least my husband, oh man, in the morning, he hadn't seen my foot. And he just rolls over. And my friend stayed the night. We were responsible. She just ended up staying in our guest room until 1 in the morning. And we talked till 1 in the morning. And then she went to bed. My husband went to bed earlier. Anyways, you guys don't need to know that. But he rolls over in the morning and he goes, my wife. You don't see red on the front of my face. Wait. Your eyes aren't working because I don't see. You need ankle surgery. I hope I don't need ankle surgery. Desiree, what? Oh, you can't read. That's perfect. I can't half the time, but all right. So we're contouring the schnoz, getting some white peach. You know, you can have vacation brain. No problem. Just don't take the wrong medicine. I've been living on NyQuil because of my cough. I just can't quit the cough at night. But I've figured out a perfect laying. I have 2 pillows. I sleep with 3. Who sleeps with 3 pillows? I have a 2 long king size and then a little one. That's one of those gel ones. It's supposed to make you cold, and that's good because, you know, para. And yeah, so Frenchie on the apples. We need a little bit of color. We're gonna go into, I think this is actually baby watermelon now. I've been playing with all the pinks. Yeah, baby watermelon. Just a little bit. And we're gonna go right on top of that contour so it's like a bronzy pink. 4 pillows. I stack. So I've got my long pillow, my gel pillow, and then I take my last one. It's almost like a body pillow. I treat it like I drape it. So it's up at the top and then down. But if I lay on my back, I cough. So I wedge the pillow because I have a bad shoulder. God, if I didn't sound more 40 than I do now, I wedge it between my shoulder and my arm and my face, and I sleep on my side. So I don't cough, but then I roll to my back. All right, over the brown. And smile. And then your brain thinks, everything's okay. Everything's okay. All right, let's do our under eyes because I'm starting to look like I'm sick. Okay, blend brush. Has everybody got the blend brush? You need it. Okay. All right, going into white peach, blend brush short end, and we're gonna go right here. Grabbing it, we're gonna go on the orbital and up. Clean it up, bring it down. Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom. And we're gonna use this to kind of clean up right here. So that's a lot. I always have a hard time with my nose. I think that's where I over contour is probably on my nose. Probably. But oh, I love a good under eye brightening. Good under eye brightening. And then I've been bringing it down and around. All right, white peach, down, boom, and up. Oh God, getting older is just hard. I keep seeing this thing that says my toxic trait is that I think everyone my age just looks way older than I do. Yeah, totally. I'm like, wait, they don't? And then you really start evaluating and looking like, bringing it up the side, just cleaning it, blending it together, and da-da-da. I need to go eat. Okay. So I need to fix the nose. Let's grab the blush and bronzer, and I'm just going to kind of give everything a little pickup, just in case I've over applied somewhere. This just does it. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Let's do lips. We're going to contour the lips. I'm going to grab my foot. We're going to go into stone and just under. Over. Doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, we're trying to make a shadow. What shadow's perfect, right? And then we're going into Renaissance because it's my favorite. It's my favorite. All right. So if you want to get color matched, if you are in the sun, like laying on a cruise ship, on cold medicine maybe, I don't know. And you're getting darker, you might need a new color match. It's summer in some places. Right now we're overcast. It's a bright, cloudy day here. We don't get summer till July. All right. I love Renaissance. It's just so pretty. And I'm using my multitasker brush. I feel like I could bring this up a little. If I'm going to try to make my lips look bigger, it's always in the middle, not the outside. And then right here, I will say, I think I do pop off right down here. Okay. Tan lines on your lips, using tan lines, or as a bronzer. Tan lines just, it shows up very, very over. I think if I put warm on, my face really grabs it and runs. And so I don't use a ton of bronzer, but I feel like tan lines for some reason on me. As your main shade, that's awesome. Oh. Ooh, lucky duck. Lucky duck. Okay, I'm going to go into Summer Love again. I've been really loving Summer Love with Renaissance. And again, it comes in a collection with that towel. I think the towel's meant for kids. That is not what I wanted. Wrong palette. Summer Love. I love that color. And we're going to put that with it. It just makes those two together, Renaissance and Summer Love, make the perfect little neutral beigey pink. I think it actually kind of makes a similar color to my Petal by Beauty Counter that I love. I don't want to buy more because it's over $30 for lipstick. But it lasts me a long time. But I've had that for 3 years and haven't run it. And I use it a lot. But that's Summer Love with Renaissance. All right, let's pop on some brows and then set this puppy. Brows, brows, brows. Okay, I've been missing this and I was like, I'm going to do this with my YouTube live. So I think when they did the new brushes, let's see here. I have a few things that I'm trying to figure out here. I think when they, where is it? I got to find it now. I think when they did the gold brushes, I think they changed distributors or something. Okay. Now, I think that the blend brush is different. But I also, oh, my box is downstairs. I also think the line brush is different. So, blend brush. I have a gold blend brush, and I have brand new, so we could really see, because I was playing with the gold blend brush, and I was like, or is it the shape brush? Okay. The The shape brush is what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking. The domey end. So when I play with my shape brush, I always felt like it was like this perfect dome round. And then I got the gold and I was like, this looks like the shape brush. That's what I wanted to see. So I don't know what I'm thinking. I have a lot. So this is gold. And this is silver. Okay, so this is the old dome end of the shape brush. You see how it's nice and short and fluffy? This is also a shape brush, but it's the gold, new gold one. That is not the same brush, right? Tell me that doesn't, these are both the shape brush. See? Shape, backwards, shape, shape, backwards. Blend brush, brand new. I really wanted to experiment this, but we'll just do it on a live. This is mine. Is that? No, it's about the same. Shape brush, gold shape brush. So if you're gonna get the shape brush, get the silver one while you can, because they are phasing out. But that is not the same. Right? Yes, it does look more, the only difference is this. Like even the old one was fluffier than this one. I knew it. I knew it. So the blend brush, so here's the only difference. So this one is round. And the blend brush, it's oval, like it's pinched. See? And it's shorter. But if you're gonna get the shape brush, get it in silver. I need to say something about that somewhere. Like if you're needing brushes, this is what I say. Okay, sorry. I don't know if anybody cared about that, but that's a good thing. Okay, shape brush. Ah, yeah, okay. Bad news for Saint, yes. And I'm gonna, maybe I'll send them a message with pictures. Okay. I need to do, if you don't go get the, what am I thinking? Microfibers, their box is perfect for brushes. Just saying. Okay. Line brush. I think the line brushes are different too. So, is it? God, I can't tell the difference in color. I'm just ridiculous. But I feel like the shapes are different. You see that? I like that one. I need to, okay. Yes, I need to make it into something, some kind of graphic. All right, going in and popping on brows. Inner corner, up and over. I'm losing my voice. Oh no. All right, up, over, and out. Then I'll probably add a little more of that spell color. Up, over, out, over. Boom. And then over. And I posted a tutorial about this hair curl stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, I made a highlight bubble that goes into more detail about the products I use and the things that I use, because I also pre-comb my hair in the shower with conditioner and with a wide tooth comb. All right, so inner corner, up and over. Up and over. Top, up and over. Up and over. But yeah, that was a little disappointing when I got all new gold brushes and I pulled the shape brush out and I was like, that's not right. So I think I might grab some more of those silver ones. I knew it was different. I knew it. All right, setting spray, brow wax, and then rubby, 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 rub. And go. Boom, boom, boom. And we are gonna set our face and be done here. Did I do it under an hour? Pretty much. All right, I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury. They will replace it. They will. Did you tell them? Did you tell them? They need to go back to their other distributors. So Charlotte Tilbury, I'm not going to be in the sun today, so I'm just going to take setting powder and a fluffy brush. Otherwise, I'd use my super goop powder. We go outside and in and over and down. But I do think that was an important one because I do really like the shape brush, but not the gold one. I won't at all use the gold one. So I think for when I'm doing people's makeup, I need to get some silvers. All right, I'm gonna go into all three of my colors here and get my neck just to blend it together. That's it. We did our makeup. That wasn't nearly as painful. My foot's throbbing though. But that's, oh, I want to add a little more Spell. So if you have Cocoa or Philly, when Spell comes out, it'll probably, I really don't think that's going to be a summer color. Trying to think. Because we've done Lily, which I really like Lily. Have we done? There's Dream. We did this guy. This one was really good too. You had a brush that was cut wrong. And okay. They replaced it. Okay. I'm just a mess, guys. I'm a hot little mess. I'm gonna say Frost is probably gonna come out soon. Frost is gonna come out soon because that's a good summer color, or maybe Ice. That's a really pretty one too. But I really love Spell because it reminds me a lot of Philly, which that's been out for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. All right, grabbing a fluffy brush, we're gonna grab a little bit of Spell, and I'm just gonna add a little more out here just to give my eyes some lift. But using Havana and Mija together, I just think it just punches it up a little bit. I feel like there's a bit of a red undertone in Spell that Philly doesn't have. But it's so pretty, I'm just adding. But I really like using Havana and Mija as a transition color. It's so, so pretty. So pretty. All right, that's my makeup. I'm gonna go and make a list on my site that's just foundation colors, the things that go towards. So the towel collection that comes with Summer Love, and the 2 eyeshadows. And then you just click the link and you could just add to cart the things you want. But I do think foster care awareness and summer's here. So I would say I really like Stay Golden as a base. That's what I used today. And I really love Mija as a little peekaboo pink. It's so pretty. And it's great with Havana and Leo, Butterscotch. What was the other one I said? Another one. But those little orange tones, my favorites are Leo and Havana. And putting it with that Mija is so pretty. And then Una. Una isn't as scary as it looks. It's just subtle. Once you get your never judge your eyeshadow until the rest of your face is on. Never judge any part of your face until it's all together, because it works together to create the, you trust the process, okay? But I've been using my bronzer stone as my contour stone as my bronzer. All right, that's it. That's my Monday. I'll be back next week and I'll have more updates on this wall Pilates. I can't believe you guys found it for free on YouTube. Well, it's paid for, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go fit it in real quick right now. I think it's 9 minutes and I can do it in jeans. I'll just do it tonight. Okay, that's it. Have a great day.